everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Raiders going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They find some open field here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 66 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shotgun now for Carr. Now he steps away. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, Johnson takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Carr going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When I see it play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Carl try it again on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Quentin Coples with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And a pressure gets to him again. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Good.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And some space here. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So out now come the Cardinals. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, now it's a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Now let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage. Play back at the 46. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So out come the Raiders. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go. Green.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man, complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
An update from Buffalo. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Robert Kindici in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Carr to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down following the incompletion. Yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it. And they'll say at the 45. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And I think the ball's out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cardinals on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provide a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home.
No, Jack, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here we go now. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Detroit. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense up to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back, finding some room at midfield. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Oakland. 42 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Carr now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals claw one back. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
39! Green, 39! No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Lucky 56!
Johnson running right. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here we go now. No, check, Patriot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Shake 88! Shake 88! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go now! Green!
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
I got 2, 6, 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. slot man moves right. On third down, it's Patterson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Now he's forced out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 6-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they try the right side here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Carr to throw. Going up top. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw, Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Carr going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw his Carr. He's going to wind up and air it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.